Welcome to Cooking with Mama Dukes. We are making shepherd pie the easy way today. What you're gonna need is I got 2 pounds of hamburger that I grinded myself because I work in a market. I'm a butcher. I'm a meat manager at Trukey's. So I made 2 pounds of ground 85 hamburger. You're going to need a can of corn, whole kernel corn, can of green beans. I'm doing it the easy way, instant mashed potatoes. Normally I would peel potatoes and boil them and mash them up, but I'm making this the easy way. Got my spices, burger spice, onion powder, sage because I use sage in everything, garlic pepper, salt, and some black pepper. So I put the hamburger in the frying pan. I'm gonna spice it up. Some pepper, salt, some garlic pepper, my sage that I use all the time, onion powder, and my burger spice.
And where'd you learn to make this?
Grandma, my mother.
We might have on the cooking show, Grandma,
Now,
Cooking with Grandma Dukes.
she made shepherd pie on a Monday, which is layered. You put the hamburger on the bottom, you put the corn and the green beans in the middle, and then the potatoes on the top. And then on Friday, she said, well, we're having China bread, which was hamburger, corn, mashed potatoes, but all mixed up. She called it China bread. That's our running joke is one day we're going to have shepherd pie. Hey, Ma, we're going to have China bread today. So we're going to fry this up. Get my cover, because I don't want grease splashing everywhere. Got my spices all over the stove now, because I'm a messy cook. So while that hamburger is cooking, follow the directions on the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna put some salt, half a teaspoon, 3 cups of water, 3 cups of water, 1 2/3 cup of milk. Use any kind of milk. I use whole milk. Then you're going to use butter or margarine. I'm going to put 4 things of butter, 4 tablespoons of butter. Well, punch sprout.
It's a crop.
You're going to let that boil. When it comes to a boil, that's when you're going to add your mashed potato flakes.
Potato flakes coming from the south.
You can put any kind of vegetables you want in it. My family likes corn and green beans. Some people like to add carrots. On the China bread, which is really just shepherd pie, all mixed up, my mother would use not whole kernel corn, she would use cream style corn and mix it all up. To layer it, we're going to use whole kernel corn. You're gonna want to brown this hamburger so you don't see any pink or red. And then when it's done, we're gonna drain this grease out of it because you're always gonna get grease unless you buy 90 or 93% lean.
But I like some fat, as you can tell.
You don't buy very lean hamburger. Just doesn't have a good taste to it, I don't think. It's gonna have flavor. Grease gives it flavor. Fat gives things flavor. Just like on steak, you gotta have some fat. Well, on our next episode, we're going to make sirloin tips and shrimp
That'll be something to look out for.
with some, I think, a baked potato. And I'll show you an easy way to make baked potatoes right in the microwave. Come out delicious. We're gonna have Grandma Dukes cooking on the show on one of the episodes. We'll have to think of something that she cooks really well. Okay, so that hamburger is done. So we drained that hamburger. Now we're going to dump it into the pan that we're going to cook it in. So we're going to put that there. While that's going to come to a boil, I'm going to open up the cans of vegetables. Put up the cans, keep the covers on, and drain them because you don't want the liquid from the vegetables. So, put the corn right on top of it. Then you put your green beans.
Now, you don't have to do the green beans, right? That's something that's optional with this?
No, Grandma used to just do corn, but you guys like green beans in it, so I put the green beans.
Talk to them.
I do have a variation on this. Sometimes before I put the corn and the green beans, I put gravy into the hamburger, but I forgot about that. So what I'm gonna do is heat the gravy separately, and then whoever wants gravy can just have it on top of it later on. So you can do it both ways. You can put the gravy later, or put the gravy in with the hamburger. When I told my mother I was making instant mashed potatoes, she seen the horrified look on her face, like, what? Because I was visiting her today, and I said, oh, I gotta go home and make shepherd pie. She says, oh, you gotta go home and peel potatoes? I said, no, I'm doing it the easy way. So you want them to thicken up a little bit before you put them. So you want to pour those potatoes right over the top of them.
And you're gonna spread it out evenly.
Then what I do, I always take a few tablespoons of butter, softened butter, and put it right on the top because that will make this brown in the oven. Now just remember, everything's already cooked. The hamburger, the potatoes. So now you're really just warming it up in the oven and browning the top. That's why it doesn't take that long in the oven. Set the oven 350. It's already preheated. Put it on the top rack, bottom rack, doesn't matter. Center of the oven. Like that.
So, shepherd pie is done. Take this out of the oven. Plate this up.
So we're gonna plate this up. Of course, the first piece is always a pain in the butt to take out. Ah. Well, that fell apart. And there you go.